All right, welcome back, everyone. We're doing another deep dive today
Yeah.
into some really cool ancient Chinese mythology.
Oh, yeah. Always a good time.
But this is a figure I'm sure many of our listeners probably have never even heard of.
Right.
But he's credited with inventing musical instruments in ancient China.
Yeah.
We're talking about Ling Lun. And we have some awesome translated excerpts from a Chinese text that's going to guide us on this journey.
Absolutely.
So we're going to be uncovering just how important music was in ancient China
Oh, yeah.
for like power, spirituality, cultural unity, all sorts of things.
For sure. I think what's fascinating about Ling Lun is that his story is so connected to the Yellow Emperor,
Right.
a really, really crucial figure in Chinese history.
Absolutely.
So you got to imagine, like, way back then, all these scattered tribes, all these different customs, always fighting with each other.
Yeah.
The Yellow Emperor, he wants to unite them.
Yeah.
And what does he think is going to help him do that?
What? Music. Huh. That's really interesting. I mean, what made him think that music could be the thing that could actually bring these tribes together? Was that like a common belief at the time?
Yeah, the ancient Chinese, they really understood the power of music. They really believed that it could, like, harmonize everything.
Right. Yeah.
Even change how people behave.
Wow.
So the Yellow Emperor, he saw this potential in music.
Yeah.
And he was like, Ling Lun, I need you to go on a mission.
Right.
I need you to unite all these tribes with music.
Wow, that's a huge task to put on someone's shoulders.
Definitely.
So I'm really curious, like, how did he even begin to tackle that?
So it's not just composing music, right? He had to make the instruments
Right.
to make those specific emotions, to get those responses from people.
Wow.
So he invented instruments like the jiao. You familiar with that?
I've heard of it.
It's that vertical flute.
Right, right.
It has this really soft, almost like otherworldly kind of sound
Yeah.
that was supposed to make people feel peaceful and introspective.
Oh, wow.
And then there's the kin, the 7-string zither.
Right.
That one has a super delicate and meditative tone, and they believed that helped people connect with, like, the divine.
It's really amazing how each instrument had such a specific purpose. It wasn't just about, like, making nice sounds. It was about evoking something deeper.
Exactly.
So I'm curious, how did Ling Lun actually use these instruments to unify the tribes? Like, were there specific ceremonies or rituals involved?
He did a lot of things, actually. He traveled all over, introducing those new instruments, showing people how to play them.
Yep.
And he started incorporating music into all these different rituals and ceremonies
Right.
and even just daily life,
Oh, wow.
It was all about creating this shared experience for the tribes.
Right.
Imagine hearing this beautiful, harmonizing music for the first time ever, something that goes beyond language
Yeah.
and speaks right to your soul. Pretty powerful stuff, right?
Absolutely. It's really, really amazing how music could have been this, like, unifying force. But there's also that really interesting part of Ling Lun's story,
Yeah.
his connection with the divine. Can you tell us more about that?
Yeah. Some of the stories portray Ling Lun almost like a go-between between the human world and the gods.
Wow.
He would use his music to talk to the gods,
Wow.
ask for their blessings, and even, like, calm them down if they were angry.
Oh, wow.
So music was like this way to connect with
Yeah.
something bigger than themselves,
Right.
something spiritual.
So he's not just a musician. He's almost like a shaman or a priest using music as a sacred tool.
Exactly.
What an incredible legacy.
Oh, yeah. His story still means a lot in Chinese culture.
Yeah.
He's the symbol of music's power to change people,
Yeah.
to bring us together, inspire us,
Yeah.
make us feel connected to something bigger.
It makes you wonder if we've kind of lost touch with that in our modern world. We just listen to music.
Right.
We don't really experience it in that way.
Hmm.
But Ling Lun's story reminds us that it can do so much more.
Yeah,
It can heal.
Yeah.
It can unite us.
for sure.
It can even, elevate our spirits.
Absolutely.
Something to think about.
It is.
Thanks for joining us today on this
Oh.
deep dive into Ling Lun's world.
Absolutely. Always a pleasure.
Until next time.